Okay, looks like I'm live. Um, Gonna try this out. Hopefully the audio works for you guys. I'm not gonna speak too loud, but I'm in the lobby of my building about to go up for work. So last night I went to see Black Panther, and it was an amazing experience. Went with my wife and my kids, and it was really awesome, really awesome. If if you haven't bought your tickets yet, go out and buy them now. So first off, I there was a Q&A session with the director and the actors, um, and the executive producer and I guess the CEO of Marvel, and it was really good. But the one thing that stood out for me was Ryan Coogler, the director of the film, and he also directed Fruitvale Station and Creed. This guy is he's awesome, man. Like he's inspiring because he's just being himself. Like he's on the stage with all these great actors. He's got all these accolades, and he's Oakland. He's straight up Oakland, and he's being himself. And you can tell that he was a little anxious in the beginning. Like when they first asked him the first question, he's kind of stuttering and just like had to take a minute to collect himself. And it shows his humanity. So I really appreciated that, and it speaks volumes of the creative genius in his head. Like he's probably got so many thoughts going on that it's just takes a while for it to process. Anyway, to the film though, I got a list here. So if you see me looking down, it's because I got my cheat sheet. Um, the film was amazing. It was really. I'm gonna go through my list of things that I thought was just like, for me, it made this movie more than just the epic saga of Marvel. It was it was so much more culturally um, a breakthrough for African Americans, for Africans, for people of color. Um, so first off, the homage to the ancestral plane. Um, I've always been I've always thought about African spirituality, and how we've adopted this religion of tradition, and not to knock Christianity at all, but just we've kind of forgotten our ancestors, and the movie really gives a lot of homage to that ancestral plane, where you go back to get your strength, you go back to get your wisdom, to get direction, and sometimes I'm not gonna give it away. No, okay. I don't want to give any spoilers away. I want to give my opinion, some things that I think you guys should look out for. Um, really love the symbolism of the strong female warrior, loyal to the throne, and just uh, they were the true strength of Wakanda. Without any type of magic, without any this basic training, it was amazing. It was amazing. They played a great. The actors and actresses, they were amazing. Um, the introduction of the theme of African benevolence. So in that, it. How can I place this? How can I put this? So throughout history, Africans and people of color have been kind of on the heel of most other races, and we've seen we've been enslaved, Jim Crow. There's been so many things that happen to African Americans. So the theme of African benevolence, like despite the treatment, despite everything that's gone down, to have a benevolent leader, someone who is willing to be kind and almost forgiving to the enemies. I love that introduction, that theme, and I hope that theme continues. There was another theme that I want you guys to pay attention to when you go see the movie, and it's the lie and the truth. It's so much deeper. I'm going back to see it on Saturday, and I'm gonna go look for that theme, and really try to understand what Ryan was kind of putting through, and so I can understand that a little bit better. Um, the anger of the African American. So Michael B. Jordan plays an amazing role in this, and he's pretty much Black Panther's nemesis. And he represents, for me, he represented all the anger, frustration, resentment, everything kind of caged up into one person that represents the African American experience. Kind of like, looking at Africa as like, where were you? Where were you when we were taken? Where were you when our ancestors were taken and stolen? What have you done for us since then? Like that anger, it really did it for me. Michael B. Jordan played an awesome villain. Um, the last two are you know, kind of coupled together, and that was the intra warfare, the battle for power amongst ourselves within the tribe and amongst one another, kind of trying to figure out who's going to rule the Game of Thrones, if you will. But that's also balanced by the strength of each unit of that collective. Like we all have our strengths, we all have abilities, and once we figure out how to pull those resources, pull those abilities together, then only then will we really learn how to survive and thrive and go to another level. So, um, I did my best to not give out any spoilers in my review. Um, I think everyone should buy it. You should go and buy tickets for other people to see it. And when I say other people, you know what I mean. I mean white people, I mean Spanish people, I mean Chinese. I want everybody to go see this because it's not just about empowering ourselves, it's about really promoting what's possible. So, yeah, I'm being real reflective, but I'm not doing it on purpose. It was an awesome movie, so I'm gonna cut it short. Got to go to work. All right, guys, take care.